This is Dainty Tank. Thank you for joining me again. This is Highway Blossoms Part 4. Poke the Totoro in the upper right card area there to see the first parts of this. It starts out slow, mainly because I was tired, but then it gets going. So, last we left off, we actually were at Shiprock, and we ran into the bandana girl from the gas station from episode 1. And she's like, I can prove this is real. I can prove the treasure exists. And then she takes Amber and Marina back to her frat pad of a motorhome, in which we meet Mariah with her friend Joseph and Joe, or Joey, used all those names, and sister. I still have not gotten rid of this fly. Hold on. Anyways, so yeah, meet her little sister, Mariah's little sister Tess, who was making a wind chime of a license plate from New Mexico. Well, you can see where this is going. So, turns out they scrapped Marina's car and sold her phone. Amber blew up, like you'd expect, because who the heck goes and scraps a car that's on the side of the road? It's not abandoned. It's just broken down. It's not your car. Oh my god. I have feelings here. I'm like, what? This property? Don't. No. Anyways. Marina forgives them, and now we're in a diner, it looks like. So, now you're caught up. Feels like the page is staring back at me. In fact, at this point, it probably is. My gaze drifts from the journal to the window by the entrance. Marina is outside, twirling the payphone's cord. She pops in another quarter. She bites her lips and looks through the window. Our eyes meet. She sends me a small, anxious wave. Closing the book, I let out a yawn and remove my head from my fist. I'm sure there's a red imprint on my cheek. Figuring out we had to go to Shiprock was the easy part. Everything else has been a gigantic pain in the butt. There's a rush of precious cold air getting sucked from the building. Marina enters, carefully shutting the door, taking the seat opposite me in the booth.
So how'd it go?
It went fine, I guess.
You guess?
Your parents are okay with all of this?
Maybe not okay.
Oh. A smile creeps onto her face.
But they understand.
Oh. At least someone gets it, because I still don't. Agreed.
They weren't happy about the car, though.
Yeah.
I think you were the only person who was.
Facts.
How couldn't I be? Mariah showed us that the treasure is real.
In exchange for them stealing and junking your car. I mean, that's not really how that went, but like...
You're going to believe the people who stole your car?
Point.
It was an accident. They didn't mean to.
You don't accidentally steal a car.
Besides, they're nice.
Ooh, yeah. Before I can argue further, our waitress emerges from the kitchen, carrying our order. A hot black coffee for me, a milkshake for Marina, and a large order of fries for us both. That sounds delightful. I love diner food. Marina's eyes brighten at the sight of the shake. Like with the slushy, her sweet tooth takes control of her, and she practically starts drooling over the glass. With a nod, the waitress disappears back into the kitchen.
Thanks for the food, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, you also didn't get your wallet back, so you have no ID, no money, and no phone. Like, Amber's just floating you.
Well, it's not like I really had a choice. I could hear your stomach from the driver's seat. I wasn't about to let you starve to death on my watch.
Fact.
Plus, I was getting pretty hungry too.
Amazingly, Marina didn't freak out at the sight of the diner, like she has had something else so far. I was genuinely shocked when I didn't hear a gasp of awe escape her mouth as we pulled up.
Hey, Amber, why don't you get a shake too? Coffee and fries don't really go together, don't you think?
I think they do. Be tasty.
I'm fine. I don't really like sweet things.
Savory, yeah.
But it's super good, especially when you dip your fries in it.
Okay, yeah, I will say that one of my favorite things back when I could have it is a Frosty from Wendy's. And a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you stick your fries in it. You know, you dip your fries in the Frosty. For me, the fries were fine. This sounds disgusting, but what I did was chicken nuggets. I would get like 20 chicken nuggets and dip that into the chocolate Frosty for that savory, sweet kind of feel. I can have neither anymore, which makes me so sad, but on the flip side, probably healthier for me. She takes several of the fries and does just that, dipping them in the shake like it was ketchup or mustard.
That's silly. I can do the same thing with my coffee.
I mean, yeah, true. But the sweet with the salty is actually a really good combo. I see Marina's point here. Just saying. Taking a fry, I dunk it in my coffee and take a bite of it. It's just a soggy fry now. That was a bad idea. You're missing a place the rest of the fry on my napkin, so I should try and cope with the cold chill and sulfury taste.
Maybe it would work better if you put creamer in it?
Somehow I doubt that. Besides, it would just ruin the coffee.
I don't know. You might have just ruined your own coffee.
I don't know how you can even drink it without cream, or at least a little sugar. It's so bitter.
Yeah, it would, but once you get the kick of the taste, and then it's there, and then it's just good. I mean, it's no tea, but it's coffee's necessity. Tea is delicious.
It's an acquired taste. You find flavor in the bitterness.
That's why I think it's weird that you drink something like that.
How do you mean?
I don't know.
Her brow furrows in deep thought.
You always seem so yes or no about stuff.
That's a good way of putting that.
If you like something, then you do. If you don't like something, then you don't.
You're losing me, Mare.
Mare? Mare? Are you already giving her a nickname? Claiming her as your own lesbian lover? I mean, it's true. She is fully indebted within your grasp. She has practically, you, like, full-on U-hauled immediately. Because her car was stolen, her wallet was stolen, her phone was stolen. She immediately became your U-Haul lesbian bitch.
What did Mom used to tell us when we didn't listen to her? Oh, yeah. Basically, you have a really thick head, Amber.
I nearly spit the coffee out of my mouth.
Gee, thanks.
Or was it a thick skull? Whatever, you know what I mean, right?
I don't think you know what you mean, honey boo.
I think so. Maybe. It wasn't really an acquired taste for me now that I think about it. Maybe I've always liked the bitterness.
Or maybe I just convinced myself that I did. I don't know.
Is that a bad thing?
Just like in Mariah's RV, Marina shakes her head, gives me a sweet, genuine smile.
I don't think so. I actually really like it. It reminds me of Shiprock.
How? A warm, tickling sensation bubbles up in my chest, forces me to smile, but I play it off, all cool and breezy like. Wait, what?
So I remind you of a rock. You shouldn't say that kind of thing. People might think they're insults.
Satisfied with how I played that off, I reach for a fry to reward myself, but instead of a hot, crispy goodness, something smooth brushes against my fingertips. I gaze down at the plate of fries. Maria's hand, for a split second, rests below mine. Oh, gay panic. There we go. We instinctively snap back. Maria's face is a bright shade of pink, and mine is probably similar.
Sorry.
The room feels about 10 degrees hotter. We try to reestablish eye contact, but our gazes shoot off in other directions as soon as we meet.
Hey, Amber?
I managed to compose myself long enough to look back.
You said something about bills and expenses last night, right? I don't know what exactly you meant by that or what it is you have to pay off, but since we know the treasure is real now, I was wondering, maybe you might think about sticking around to look with me? We could even split it, or something.
Oh.
Well, first off, we don't even know if the treasure is actually real. Mariah could be pulling our legs.
My coffee is mostly gone. All that's left is a puddle and a few stray grounds.
I'll think about it, though.
Really?
I only said I would think about it. Don't get too excited just yet.
I won't. I just think it would be super cool.
Maria flops her chin down and rests on the table.
How's it going anyway? Have you figured out where the first part of the treasure might be?
No luck. It's not like the guy drew a map or anything. He just jotted down details about the places he went to.
That and rambling about how awesome he was.
Do you think Mariah was right and he hit it on top of old Shippy?
Don't listen to Mariah, okay? She doesn't know what she's talking about. Think about it. How would he even scale the mountain? He was traveling solo on horseback. I doubt he would have the tools to do it.
That's a point.
And even if he did, I'm pretty sure he would have gone on and on about it in his journal.
With the puppy dog whine, Marina frowns.
Are you sure he didn't mention anything else? Maybe something we didn't catch?
I slid the book across the table and over the leftover crumbs, stretching out my stiff joints as I rest against the boot.
Take a look if you want. My eyes are gonna start bleeding if I read it again. The only things he really mentioned are the rocks and the dikes around it.
I'm sorry, I had that whole moment. I was like, should I make the joke? Yeah, I'm gonna make the joke. There's sure a lot of dikes around it for sure. We got a whole bunch of dikes.
Oh.
Uh-oh? Marina's face forces herself to stare down at the plate, the blush from earlier reappearing. Oh? Oh.
No, not like that.
I still giggle. Teasing her is gonna be a blast.
I mean the rocks that branch out from the mountain. That's what they're called. Huh.
Wait.
I mean the rocks that branch out from the mountain. That's what they're called.
Does Amber have a purple streak in her hair? Or is that just me, or the light there? Below her right cheek.
Huh.
It's so simple, but it makes sense. I shoot up and throw down some money. Marina jumps at the sound of the table rattling.
What's the matter? Did you figure out where it is?
Maybe. At least a general area.
Oh, snap. I march towards the door. The table rattles again as Marina leaps up. She stays behind to straighten it out before scrambling to catch up with me.
We're going now?
Hell no. We don't have any equipment.
Fair. Oops, sorry about that.
But we know someone who does.
Oh? Shove door open, the last bastion before refreshing air and burning dry heat.
Come on. Let's go cash in a favor.
Oh?
It sure was nice for Mariah and her friends to let us use some of their equipment.
Yeah, wow, okay, yeah, so there's a metal detector and a shovel here.
Only after that Joseph guy begged her to.
Oh. I paused to look around. We decided to wait until nightfall to go look around some more. It's like an entirely different world the further you get from the insanity. Quiet and calm. The only lights are the stars and the faint glow of the campground, the campers and motorhomes flickering in the distance. That is absolutely stunning and beautiful. I love that background. Maria fiddles with metal detector's headphones, removing them halfway.
Sorry, the beeping's loud. What was that?
Forget it, I'm not playing that game. Just keep listening.
Oh!
Did you find something?
I think so. It's over here.
Oh. I set aside my shovel and threw myself to the ground, clawing at the sand. Shiny speck sticks out of the ground. Frantically, I dig it up.
Is it the gold?
It's...
I scrape harder. Harder!
It's...
Finally, I unearth it and hold it up in the starlight.
a soda tab.
Yay!
Damn it! This is the 5th one!
If we find any more, we could start making a curtain out of them.
I send the tab flying, speeding off over the dikes.
Maybe we should call it a night. I'm sure we can find it once we're fresh in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. We can only do it now because Parks and Recreation isn't paying as much attention.
Facts. Though even now, someone's still guarding the area near the campground. The rocks give us some cover, so I don't think we'll be spotted, but we still need to be careful.
We'll keep looking for a little while. If we can't find anything, we might want to assume the worst.
Her face wrenches with hopelessness.
That somebody else found it?
That it doesn't exist!
Oh my god.
Jeez, it's like you've never even considered that it might not be real.
I mean, to be fair and devil's advocate here, you never really considered that it might actually just be real. You kind of just assumed no.
But Mariah...
Stole your car, is the end of that sentence.
Yeah, I know.
I grab my shovel and swing it back over my shoulder. As we walk, we stay as close to the mountain range as possible.
Why are you so gung-ho about this thing anyway? If you're just in it for the cash, there are better ways to make money than dragging yourself around the desert.
Oh no, it's nothing like that. It's just...
Her voice trails off. It hangs over us, never fully evaporating into the cool night air.
It's okay. Don't feel like you have to tell me.
We both have things we don't want to talk about. That's becoming very clear. At least Marina doesn't swerve off the road so she can go pout. I just don't want to think about it. All I've been doing for the last month is thinking about it. I almost wish my brain would quit working so I wouldn't have to. So naturally, I take a long, lonely trip with nothing to do except think. Yeah, I was about to say, you kind of stuck yourself into this.
Amber! It's happening again!
Marina stops, hands quivering as she tightens her grip.
I swear, if this is another soda tab...
I don't think it is. The beeping is really loud, and it's vibrating a lot.
Wait, it's vibrating?
Uh-huh. It feels weird.
The metal detector hovers over the ground between the rock and the sand, thrusts my shovel into the spot, the metal scraping against the edge of a dike. Planting my foot on the shovel's head, I drive it deeper into the ground, using every ounce of my strength to dig. The first load of dirt and sand unclenches from the ground, loosening the earth around it. Throw the load aside and repeat the process, each time a little easier, a little lighter. Finally, the shovel strikes something hard, sending a shocking vibration through my hand and up my entire body.
Bedrock?
No.
I haven't dug that deep.
Dropping to my knees, I reach my hands into the hole and brush off the remaining dirt. Marina leans in. The sound of her anxiously swallowing is barely audible over my heavy breathing. My fingers brush against something. I gulp and pull out the hole's contents, a small, rotting wood box. Woo! My heart stops. Trembling, I opened the box. The leftover dirt falling into my lap. Gold. What?
It exists?
Wow.
It exists?
It exists!
Oh, that's a face. Marina yells at the top of her lungs. A yell so loud that it bounces off the mountain, echoing off the horizon and then back again. Marina has been unleashed.
Shh, not so loud. They might hear us.
She lowers her voice to an excited whisper, channeling her energy into bouncing up and down.
But it exists! I told you it did.
She's right, and despite being proven wrong, I can't help but smile. I was about to say, this is adorable. Here I thought it was going to be some plastic chest with a coupon for chocolate milk inside or something. Something equally shameless and corporate.
Amber!
Oh, this is adorable. My only warning is a quick gust of wind. Before I even have a chance to brace for it, I'm engulfed by Marina and her hug.
What?
It's real! I told you it was! I told you!
I stop for a second, then smile.
Yeah, you were right. It's real.
Should we tell someone? What do we even do now?
Honestly, I'm not sure. It's getting pretty late, though. Let's pack it up for the night. We can think about what to do in the morning.
Yeah, that's a good idea. For now, we just marvel at the fact that it's not bogus.
Sound like a plan?
It does, but...
She takes a deep, long breath, inhaling all the air around her. Maybe even some of mine, then releases it all at once.
It's actually really real!
Shh! Marina, quiet! They're gonna hear us.
Yeah. Here we go. Nothing? I'll take it. This is a slow fade, guys. Thunderous banging wakes me from my dead sleep, rattling the entire motorhome. Okay, well with that, I think... no, actually, you know what? We're gonna play this through. I want to see what happens next, so we're gonna keep playing for a minute.
Hey! I know you two are in there!
Uh-oh.
You thieves better not still be sleeping!
Thieves. The muddled shout leaks in from the outside, followed by another voice.
It's not even 7. Can I go back to bed?
Another voice.
You're better off just rolling with it. For her, it may as well be noon.
Open up, or I swear Joe's gonna bust down the store!
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what?
Gee, I wonder who this could be. Roll out of bed and open the slider connecting to the other rooms. Marina is sitting pressed up against the back of the fold-out bed with the sheets over her head.
What do you think it is?
Oh my god, Marina.
Take a wild guess.
March opened and threw open the door. As expected, my 3 favorite people stand before me.
It's about time! Do you have any idea how long we've been out here?
A groggy Tess sways from side to side. Joseph's gentle hands are the only thing preventing her from passing out on the ground.
It's funny that you, of all people, would accuse us of theft.
What else would you call what happened to my equipment?
I don't know. Borrowing? You loaned it to us, remember?
Correction. Joe loaned it to you.
Joseph gives a tired smirk and a wave.
I was forced to sit idly by and watch you make off with it. That's theft if I ever seen it.
No. She pushes me aside and clambers into the motorhome, followed by the other 2.
Looks like we're coming in.
Oh my goodness.
Good morning. Hey, you 3. Morning. How are you guys doing?
Tired. For what it's worth, we tried stopping her.
Oh my goodness. Mariah stomps in the middle of the motorhome, analyzing everything before releasing a loud scuff.
So where's my stuff?
If you don't get out of my RV in 5 seconds, it'll be shoved up your ass.
Don't worry about it. You guys are great.
Oh my god, Marina.
Hey, Tess, did you hang up your new wind chime?
Tess's eyes flicker with interest for all of a second, then return to its obstinate, droopy state.
Uh-huh. Above my bed.
Good.
What's up with the fold out? You two don't sleep together?
Oh. What?
Told ya.
Damn it.
Grumbling, Maria pulls a bill from her pocket and slaps it in Joe's hand.
Does that mean we get to sleep in tomorrow morning?
Sure does, kiddo. Sure does.
Oh, yay. The ringleader of the circus returns to inspecting the motorhome, fiddling with the magnets on the page.
Anyway, give me back my equipment and we'll get out of your hair.
Come on, just let them use it. It's the least we can do after tearing apart her car.
Maria's attention turns to the countertop with the open box of stunning gold nuggets from the night before.
And whose fault was that? What is this?
What is what?
The thing on the counter? It almost looks like...
Oh, that? That's the piece of the treasure we found.
Ha! Yeah, right! You're kidding.
No, she's not. She chuckles. She stops.
She's kidding, right?
I have a devious thought and crack an equally devious smile.
Nope. She's telling the truth. 100%.
I wrap my arm around Maria and bring her close. Joseph and Tess shoot each other alarm glasses.
We found it last night. With your equipment.
She stands there, stupefied.
No! That's impossible. You're lying.
Really now? Hey, Marina, why don't you tell her about it?
Sure thing! It started yesterday after we met. Amber looked at the journal again and thought it might be near the smaller rocks behind the bigger one. They're called dikes, I think. Anyway, turns out she was right!
Maria looks down, muttering to herself.
How? Why wouldn't he just hide it on the mountain? It doesn't make sense. If he was going back to Missouri...
Her voice diminishes until her words are reduced to lip flaps. Like a mad scientist trying to figure out a complex equation, she retreats into her own little world.
Mariah?
Smudge of sympathy buds inside me. I look at Joseph and Tess. Even they look a little shocked.
Is she gonna be okay?
I honestly don't know.
Tess approaches Mariah, who is still whispering nonsense under her breath nonchalantly. Tess hops in front of her, her hand reaching up, trying to wave it in front of Mariah and bring her back to the world. No response. Tess pulls Mariah's arms skyward and then lets them flop to her side. Still no response.
You know, we've been looking into that treasure since we were kids.
Joseph steps up to the counter and stares into the box.
Never expected someone else to find it before us.
That's more than I can say. I didn't even think it existed.
There's that too.
He sighs, then with a shrug, cracks a smile.
Well, good job anyway. You ladies seem cool, so if it couldn't be us, then at least it was you.
You guys want to stick around? We could tell you more about it.
He looks at Mariah.
Somehow, I don't think that would be healthy for her. Or you.
Fair. He grabs Mariah by the shoulders and begins pushing her towards the exit.
Come on, Mariah. Let's go make you a nice cold michelada.
Oh.
You two can keep the equipment. Think of it as an apology gift.
Because cheaply made tools I could get at any hardware store are an equal value to a car. They're almost out of the motorhome when Maria flips and rushes back.
Hold on a minute, thief!
She looks me straight in the eyes, her expression returning to that piercing hawk.
You just had beginner's luck.
Okay.
You might have found the first piece, but I promise you, me and my team will find the rest.
Okay. She extends a hand and smirks. I pause for a moment, then I grab it and offer a smirk of my own.
You're on.
Marina and Joseph both let out a sigh of relief, as if they've just witnessed the signing of a peace treaty.
Well, guess that takes care of that.
Now let's get out of here and go back to a proper base.
Okay.
Are you going to drink until you feel better again, sis?
Shut up! Didn't Mom ever teach you any manners?
You always said Mom is an airheaded ditz who wouldn't know good advice or a good man if it bit her on the butt.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I did say that.
Sorry for all the trouble, ladies. See you two down the road.
There you go. Joseph pulls the door closed. Marina and I stay put as the bickering of the trio fades into distance.
Were you serious?
Oh.
About what?
The treasure. You told Mariah that you were gonna find the rest. If you were just being nice and want to leave now, that's fine too. You've already done a lot for me.
She casts her eyes downward to hide her emotions, but I know better by now.
And let you keep all the treasure for yourself? Hell no.
There we go. Her eyes bounce back.
Besides, someone's got to keep you from getting yourself into trouble.
Facts.
May as well be me.
There you go. Accept your life and that you've been adopted by this adorable extrovert.
For real? But don't you have the festival to go to?
It's still a little while away. I wanted to do some sightseeing anyway.
That's fair. Marina lunges forward. Before I can sidestep, she tackles me with force of a cold-filled freight train. Don't even try to resist. It's futile in the grace of Marina's hugs.
Thank you, 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 thank you!
Actually, I probably owe you an apology.
She cocks her head and looks up to me. I look away, my bashful side taking over.
Well, you know, I kept saying it wasn't real and stuff.
Hey, don't worry about it. Most people wouldn't have given me the time of day.
Yeah, but...
Relax. Just figure out where we have to go next.
I smile. We walk to the front of the RV and take our seats. Grabbing the journal from the glove compartment, I flip it open. Glance over the second to last entry. Key phrases like split path, detour, and acres of identical arched stone throw my brain into a deep end, drowning me in dizzying puzzles before I can even fully read it. Marina peeks over, trying to decipher the entries with me. A speck of inadequacy crawls within me. I quickly flip to the next entry before Marina notices I'm stuck. I'll deal with that later. For now, we'll just narrow this down. Much has happened since my last entry, so let me waste no time in beginning. Okay, I actually will stop it here. So, that was a lot, and now we've got adorableness kicking off hard, and they found treasure. Oh my god, that's amazing. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. With that, subscribe so you can come back and see me more. I know there's, according to analytics, like 70% of the people who watch my stuff is not subscribed, which I am impressed by. So thank you for watching, first off, and thank you for supporting. I hope that, you know, I bring a little bit of joy to your day, and I hope this brings a little joy to your day. With that, I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye!